Good afternoon and happy Friday, everyone. I hope you guys have some great plans for the weekend. It is February 19th, and we're going to go into 15 market movers here today, starting that list off with Sapphire Medallion from Tempest, a card that we've seen yesterday. It's up 50% today from 61.49 to 92.75, and it's seeing play in a lot of Commander decks, specifically Orval the Allform, which it's in 85 of those decks, and that was a card that came out recently in Kaldheim. Our next card on the list is Kismet, another card we had on the list yesterday. This is a Legends card, up 56%, up 16.49 to 25.74, and there is a lot of decks right now in Commander using this, and that could be one of the reasons why, but one of them specifically is Lisa, Shroud of Dusk, and this was actually in Commander Legends. The next card on the list here is Pixie Queen from Legends, another reserve list card. This is at 59% from 249 to 395. And I just love the art on this because this is by Quentin Hoover. He's done some iconic cards like Ball of Lightning and Archangel. And later on in the video, I'm actually going to show you some other cards that he's done as a form of art appreciation because I really love his work and I think they're worth picking up. Sky Shroud Poacher, this is from Nemesis. This is up 64% today from 22.21 to 36.49, seeing new all-time highs. And this card is really good in a lot of Lateral Blade of Elves commander decks. It's a great tutoring elf, and it's getting a lot of play right now because there's a lot of elves in Kaldheim. So people are going back and checking out older elf cards, and they found out that this is a really good pickup. Phyrexian Marauder from Visions, this is a reserve list card, up 66% today from $5.99 to $9.99, seeing new all-time highs. And it's actually in a commander deck, just one, and it's from Emery, Lurker of Locke, and that is a card that we got in Thornvale Drain. As you can see right here, you could build it for $4,000. I don't know if you guys want to be building that deck, but quite the expensive deck. But this card right now is actually going up again, a reserve list card, buyout. City of Traitors from Exodus, this is a reserve list card, up 67% today from $297 to $499, and this is a card that sees a lot of play in Legacy and Commander, and specifically in Sneak and Show decks, and that is one of the reasons why it's going up today. And the fact that it's a reserve list card means there's less supply on the market, so if you want to play these decks, well, you're going to have to pay the heavy price, and with these buyouts, it's going to be pretty rough. Goblin Artisans from Antiquities, this is up 68% today from $325 to $549, and I actually see some play in Bergi God of Storytelling decks. There's two decks that play it, and that's a card that was actually released in Kaldheim as well. So the market is moving due to cards printed in Kaldheim, and this card specifically, if you want to build a cheaper version, you can get it from Chronicles, and it's about 9 to 24 cents. You don't have to pay the heavy price of the Antiquities version, which may be pretty costly. Phyrexian Negator from Urza's Destiny. This is a reserve list card that was on our list yesterday, and it's up 69% from $11.81 to $19.99. And you can actually see it in some commander builds from Blim Comedic Genius, but there's also foil versions for around the same price from the dual deck. Energy Flux from Antiquities. This is up 74% today from $214 to $373, seeing new all-time highs. And it actually sees a lot of play in Vintage and Commander. And the deck that it sees the most play is in Sultai Midrange. So for those reasons specifically, if you want to build the deck, well, the revised version of it is a lot cheaper. And you can get it on the market right now for about 24 cents to 32 cents. Morphin from Weatherlight. This is a reserve list card, up 91% from $170 to $325. And this is a card that I've actually passed over a lot as a spec, but I realize there is no decks that are using this. So this is specifically just a buyout because it's a cheap reserve list card, so people want to get some skin in the game and, might be worth a little buyout. Willow of the Wisp, this is the revised version, up 100% today from $8.99 to $17.99. And actually see some play in a Tegrid build right now in Commander. And Tegrid was a card that we just got recently in Kaldheim, so it's actually affecting the market for this card right now. The next on the list is Cobalt Taskmaster from Legends. This is up 162% today from $11.99 to $31.50. And it actually is seeing some play in Prosh decks and Commander. And you can actually get cheaper versions from Time Shifted for about 28 cents if you don't want to pay that heavy price. We have next on the list here Elvish Champion from 7th edition. This is up 168% from $4.99 to $13.39. And it sees a lot of play in Elf decks, specifically 100 Lateral Blade of Elves. And that is a card that we got in Kaldheim, so that card is affecting the market heavily. Mana Matrix from Legends. This is a reserve list card, up 664% today from $69.99 to $5.34. So this is definitely a targeted buyout, and at the very least, it could be market manipulation from misplacing of prices on TCG Player. Great Defender from Legends. This is up 1,208% from 126 to 1649. And this is definitely going to be market manipulation. There is no decks right now using Great Defender. So this is obviously mispricing on TCG Player, affecting the data that MTG Stocks is getting. Now I'm going to do some artist appreciation from Quentin Hoover. And these are all cards under $1, starting with a darker Unicorn, and this is a 13-cent to 20-cent card on the market. I just absolutely love the artwork. I love the moon in the background. I love the swirling of the snow and the unicorn in the center. Beautiful contrast. And this is another one, Aisling Leprechaun. This is a card from Legends, and you can still find this for 84 cents to 91 cents. And cards that are Legends are going to be very, very hard to find in a few years as they get bought up. Whether they're reserve list or not, people know that they're very scarce, especially in English versions of them. There are not a lot of copies on the market right now. And Arkham Whistle, this is one from Ice Age. Maybe a bigger set for sure, but I just love that artwork. Very comic book style. I just love the heavy black lines and the ink. It's a 16-cent to 25-cent card on the market. I think that's a steal if you can grab a few copies. I'm going to do the same. Canyon Drake, Tempest, this is a 26-cent to 38-cent card on the market. I just like the almost soft shading with the heavy dark black lines. It's just unbelievable. I just love his art, and it's so unique. And he did pass away in 2013, and I think as a way to honor him, I want to buy as many of his cards as possible. Earthbind from Revise. This is iconic art, and this is a card that sees, you know, it's a pretty heavy price tag if it's alpha and beta, but, you know, Earthbind, if you're getting the revised version, it's the same art. You know, you get that white border, and obviously there's a lot more on the market, but for 30 cents, I think it's worth picking up. I just love that art. Oh, just so stunning. And this specifically, I want to buy as many copies as I can from game stores around me, and I will be showing that off in a video in the future. And today's biggest loser we have here on the list, Simeon Night Stalker, and this is down 44% from 549 to 307, just seeing a nice little pullback. My final thoughts on the market here today is we did not see as many reserve list cards as we did yesterday, but that's okay. We're probably going to see a lot more on Monday. That's the way it's been so far. It seems that whenever there's a day there isn't a lot of reserve lists, that just means that there's other cards that are older sets that will be bought up, and the next day goes back to reserve list cards, whether or not they're playable or not. Anyways, let me know what your thoughts on the market are, and leave your comments down below, and I'll be sure to read them, reply. And I do these videos Monday to Friday, so that means that I'm going to be taking the weekend off from doing these market movers. But nonetheless, I will see you again on Monday. And until then, please enjoy your weekend, stay safe, and enjoy yourself. All right, see you Monday. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you do, remember to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And if you enjoyed it that much, maybe you'd like to tip me. I have a PayPal link that you can send me tips if you enjoy these videos, and I can keep bringing them to you that way, and it could help my cardboard crack addiction. So please think about supporting the channel in that way. If not, subscribe, like, leave a comment, and I will see you again in the next video.